in this thing. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Back with a brand new video for my fellas. Today, I'm going to tell you how to avoid these first date fails and make a great impression. Because a lot of times we go on first dates and then we wonder why ain't no second date, right? So, I'm going to get into that. Before I do, check out my other YouTube channel, Wolf and Pooch. Help us out over there. We trying to build that thing up. And then if I give you any type of game, if I help you out in any type of way, hit that like button, man. And then hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. All right, let's get into it. So, first thing you don't want to do on a date is be glued to your phone, right? You see, if you constantly texting or checking notifications, putting your phone on the table, it sends a bad sign that you're not really interested, right? Especially on the first date. Why would you need to be on the phone anyways? That's kind of rude, no? All you need to do is put your phone on do not disturb or silent and put it in your pocket, right? Unless you got an emergency or something happens and you got to get up and go, you don't really need your phone, man. You say that for after the date, right? Number 2, you don't want to overtalk and overshare. You see, I feel like a lot of guys end up dominating the conversation and you don't give a woman the chance to even talk, right? She's not trying to hear about your trauma. She's not trying to hear about, your life story or none of that, right? If she was, she'll ask. But when on the first date, you got to keep it light. Give her a chance to talk too. It should be 50-50. It should be conversational. Shouldn't be you just rambling and rambling. All right. Number 3, talking about your ex. Now, I don't know why people do this, but it's a turnoff, right? She ain't trying to hear how your baby mama left you for another dude and how she cheated on you. Like, okay, that's fine. For one, she ain't trying to hear about that because if you still talking about it, you talking about it in a bitter way. It makes you seem bitter. It makes you seem like you're not healed yet and you still got feelings for your baby mama. So that's a red flag already right there. If a woman was to talk about her ex to you, what would you do? You'd be like, man, this girl, she's still on her ex. So she gonna think the same thing. So do not bring your ex up. Leave it in the past. Even if, because sometimes girls that ask you like, oh, so what happened with you and your ex? Just try to get a read on you. Yeah, I mean, you keep it brief and then shift the conversation to somewhere else. Don't spend too much time on it, right? Because it's pointless. Number 4, trying too hard to impress. A lot of dudes do this. You don't need to talk about your money, your status, how many cars you got, how you take trips everywhere. Nah, you don't need to brag, bro. That's a turnoff. See, true confidence is quiet. True confidence is calm. True confidence is you being there, centered, focused, and not, trying to big yourself up. Because here's one thing you got to know about women. When you try to make something like bigger, when you try to magnify your strengths, women go downplay it. And if you downplay your strengths, women will magnify it. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Number 5, getting too physical too soon. See, here's the thing. It's okay to flirt a little bit, right? And it's okay to touch a little, but only if it's mutual, right? If you notice y'all having a conversation and she slowly touching your arm or she laughing and she kind of like feeling on you, okay, that may be a good sign for you to, okay, you do a little subtle touch to her. But where guys go wrong is they just automatically, don't let the girl be bad with a fat ass or something. Then dudes just want to grab the ass, or don't let her have her breast out. And you just looking at the breast the whole time while she talking, or you making sexual dirty jokes every other comment. Come on, bruh. You ruin it. You got to let that shit happen naturally, right? It's better when it happens naturally. If you got to force it, she probably ain't feeling you, bro. Because when a woman really feeling you and find you attractive, you'll know, right? She'll give you the clue. Okay, it's okay to get a little bit more physical. But if you feel like you got to try to, I don't know, up the vibes or, escalate things quick, bruh, nah. That's not it. That's not it. For one, she gonna look at you like you weird and you thirsty and insecure. So, and it ain't gonna be no second date. So don't do that, bruh. Number 6, being negative. You see a lot of dudes complain about their job, complain about how bad their life is, this, that, and the third. Bruh, say that, vent to somebody else, right? If you ain't happy with yourself, you ain't happy with your life, say that for your boys or your mama, right? Tell your mama all that bullshit. But on the first date, bro, it's supposed to be a great impression. You're supposed to be making a great first impression. Being negative is not doing that at all. You want to stay positive. Y'all supposed to be having fun. You ain't supposed to be trying to make her feel bad. Make her feel sorry for you. Nah, because she going to be like, you need a therapist, not a girl, right? So don't be too negative, bruh. You should be having fun on the first date. Taking the time, getting to know her, vibing, right? Number 7, last but not least, if you go to a bar and y'all drinking, right? It's okay to have a couple drinks to kind of like, all right, loosen up a little bit. Because I know sometimes dudes be nervous, right? She looking good, hair flowing, booty poking. You like, damn. So I understand. You need a couple shots, a little drink just to loosen up a little bit and get in your bag. But some dudes, they drink too much. Now you drunk, right? Now you stumbling over your words. Now you ain't thinking straight. So you saying things you probably shouldn't be saying. And now you're, what I just talked about, you're touching her too much. You're doing all this and that. You're just being too much, man. And you're going to scare the girl away doing that. And for one, she's going to be like, oh, this man can't even hold his liquor, right? He can't control his liquor. I know you can't control his life, right? And then for 2, it's just a turnoff. It's not attractive to get too drunk to the point where, she looking at you like, all right, it's time to go. Because you're going to wake up the next morning and you're going to wonder why she blocked you, right? And you're going to end up regretting it because you had a little bit too much, right? Too much Hennessy already on the first date, all right? 1 or 2 drinks and then know your limit. It's attractive when you know your limit, bro. Like, you shouldn't be trying to numb yourself to, oh, I could, now I'm confident. For one, that's false confidence if you got to use liquor. All right. Just go with the flow, bruh. Just go with the flow. All right. But that's it for this video. It's a lot more first date fails that dudes do, but I'm going to just leave it right here for now. If you learned anything, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, give me some feedback down below. Let me know if you did some of these, because there's been some times where I did a couple of these, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's why I'm making this video. You feel me? But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Till the next time, you already know what it is, man. It's lit.